All right, let's just jump right in. Welcome to a special masterclass edition of our Explainer. Today, we are completely decoding the fundamentals of partnership accounting. Look, if you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by the rules, the math, or just the sheer number of accounts involved when two people decide to go into business together, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break all of it down using a snappy, visual approach that'll make these complex concepts stick instantly.
Here's our game plan for the life cycle of a partnership. First up, the rules, then P&L appropriation, interest on drawings, interest on capital, commissions, and finally, capital accounts.
So, Section 1, the ground rules. Let's look at the basic parameters that govern this whole team effort.
Think of the partnership deed as the ultimate rulebook for the business. It's a comprehensive written agreement that's got all the vital details, partner info, how the business runs, the whole shebang. Now, legally speaking, sure, you and your buddy could just shake hands and call it an oral agreement, but a rock-solid, written document is what actually prevents those messy disputes down the road.
But what if that rulebook is just missing? Or what if it doesn't mention certain financial details? Well, the law actually steps in with some pretty strict default rules. If nothing is written down, profits are split equally, period. It absolutely doesn't matter who put in more cash or sweat equity. Also, no interest on drawings, no interest on capital, and absolutely nobody gets a salary.
Now, there is one huge exception here. Consider this a pro tip, because it shows up all the time. If a partner gives a loan to the firm, and we're talking a loan that is completely separate from their initial capital investment, and the deed is completely silent, they legally get exactly 6% interest per year on that loan. No more, no less. Just 6%.
Moving on to Section 2, the P&L appropriation account. This is the arena where we actually distribute the profit.
Okay, to make sense of this, you really have to know the difference between a charge and an appropriation. A charge against profit is compulsory. Think rent or employee salaries. You literally have to pay these bills even if the business is bleeding money and they sit right there in the standard P&L account. An appropriation, on the other hand, is just slicing up the leftover profit pie for the partners. It only happens if there's actually profit to slice, and that is exactly what goes into the P&L appropriation account.
So, how does this account actually work in practice? Well, on the debit side, we log everything the firm gives the partners, things like their interest on capital, salaries, and commissions. They're taking their slices out of the pie. Then, over on the credit side, you start with the net profit and add in what the firm charges the partners, which is mostly just interest on drawings.
Section 3, the mechanics of interest on drawings. This is how we calculate the charge based on exactly when a partner takes out cash.
All right, picture this scenario. That's a classic. What if a partner withdraws money at the exact beginning of every single month? Say $5,000 on April 1st.